I don't know how live video work, but here we are. We're gonna pretend we're live because it says we're live. Here's it's the come up. Do 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 do. It's the come up. It's the come up. I just made up a theme song. If anyone wants to write one, I welcome you to do so. You don't have to though. There's no pressure involved there. Hi, I'm Nick, and this is, as you guessed it, the come up. I have wanted to do a talk show for a long time. I think it's a cool format to like chat and meet people and like have cool conversations about stuff. And I think now is a really important time to have conversations about stuff. And I also really have an obsession with like working artists, like not like we all know Viola, but like the people that are like on the ground right now doing the thing that you maybe don't hear about, that you should hear about. So selfishly, this is my way to talk to all my favorite people and make you listen. So I'm happy that you're here listening. I'm so excited to do this thing. And I'm going to stop talking about what this is and talk about our first guest. Her name is Bailey Carlson. She is amazing. She is a fantastic singer. She's a fantastic actor. She's a comedian. She's a fun social media presence. You should look at all her dub smashes. They're like hilarious. I'm just super obsessed. And actually, I think this is like the second time we're actually talking to each other, like actually like the first, like we met once in Omaha, which is where we're both from. And then this is our second time like having a chat in front of all of you. So this is going to be a blast. Please welcome to the come up, Bailey Carlson. Hello, Bailey Carlson. Yes! Do you hear the audience? They're like, yes! Yes!
I'm gonna dance on the coffee table.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're in Omaha right now, right?
I am.
Nice. Me too. We both ran.
I didn't know you were Omaha too.
Yes, I ran away from Chicago. I was like, I can't do it. I was like, I'm stressed. And so
Omaha people don't know how good they have it.
Well, the thing is, like, people are like kind of never outside anyway. So like, that's one thing.
Yeah.
And then also like, I was talking to my family back home, and I was like, they all seem a lot more calm about things than I currently feel. So I should probably go back there a little bit, I think, and just sit down. So I'm going back next month to figure it out. But like, anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about you. How are you?
Oh, good.
So we first met at Lead Belly in Omaha restaurant, and they're delicious. If you don't know what a Lead Belly is, I didn't either until that day. But it's a burger, and then you get to put something on it like pulled pork, or like I think you could put a whole chicken patty, like it was like a burger chicken, or like I don't remember, but it was delicious. And we chatted, and it was
Omaha
fun.
eats.
Yes, Omaha does eat. That's one thing we do very well. I think at one point we had the most bars and restaurants per capita, or something like that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it is.
So go
There's
us.
like 10 people that live here and 10,000 restaurants.
Because we're foodies. We know the food. And yeah, I mean, they call that corn fade, right? Like that's what we're at. But yeah, so I mean, you're from Omaha. I'm from Omaha. Your mom is like a legend in Omaha. Her name is Kim Juvenville. She's the current executive director of Y Arts and kind of like a theater actress savant. And you kind of like got to grow up around that. So like, what was that experience like as an Omaha artist watching your mom kind of work in a very different environment than Omaha is now? What was that like for you?
For sure. Well, we moved from Minneapolis to Omaha when I was 2. And my mom was acting more professionally up there than when we moved here. She got right into the world of voiceover work when I was a kid. And that was really fun to be around. I would be in like on the floor playing around in a recording studio while she'd be doing voice work and recording books and stuff, which was pretty fun. But she didn't start acting in Omaha until I was in high school, I want to say.
Nice.
Which is a shame.
Yeah. I mean, she's incredible. I saw her in here at the Blue Barn. That was the last thing I saw her in.
So good.
Oh my God. You got to see it then.
I did. I saw the preview of it.
Kim Juvenville, if you are watching, you were amazing in that show. I know I told you then, but I'm going to tell you now that you were incredible.
But people don't realize is that Kim Juvenville is what Glenn Close and Meryl Streep would be if they were in the same body.
Yes! That is, I haven't been able to pinpoint it, but you literally just said it out loud, and that's absolutely what it is.
It's like a dash of Catherine O'Hara.
Oh my God, I just love her. We did a reading together at the Blue Barn as well, and I just love that woman. She's great. Um, so you're back home because of this COVID-19 situation. You were on a ship though, like you were on contract.
I
So what was that like?
Um, it sucked because our contract got cut pretty much right in half.
Mm, mm,
Luckily, it was only a 4-week contract.
mhm.
But basically, we did 2 weeks of it, and they said, "You have to go home."
Wow, wow.
And it was much more complicated than that. But basically, I got flown. That's not English. I was flown home.
Yeah.
On the 13th of March. And in order to get home on a Saturday from San Diego, I flew from San Diego to LA to Atlanta, Atlanta to Omaha.
Oh wow.
I left the ship at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Didn't get to Omaha until 10 a.m. on Sunday.
That is wild.
It was madness.
Yeah.
And we basically had like an hour to pack.
Wow. Well, I'm happy you got
So
home.
Sorry?
I said I'm happy you got home.
Me too. Because about I'd say 5 days later, I was talking with some other friends that are on ships.
Yeah.
And they were stuck.
Yeah.
They're still stuck.
Wow. That is just wild to me. I was reading that article the other day. And that was, I mean, any messages to the fans out there watching, your friends on the ships, or like thoughts on that whole thing at all?
You guys, I love you. And listen. It is important to know that people at home truly love you and care about your health and care about your talent, even if the people that are supposed to don't.
Yeah.
So just know that I want you home.
Yeah.
And I wish people would have done more for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy times we're in for everyone, everywhere.
Yes.
So we're sending positive vibes to those folks, and everyone right now, because we all need it. So,
We really do.
I mean, you've been working on the ships for years.
Yeah.
And
close to 9 years now.
Almost a decade. You're a premier cruise ship performer. I will keep saying it forever. I mean, you're invited. I mean, you've sang with the BB King Band. You've done Postmodern Jukebox. Like these are not like light titles. I mean, you played Yitzhak in a production of.
Bitch, I did.
You did, and that's amazing. Like you're so amazing. So like, what are some of the like amazing like experiences or like benefits that you've gotten from being on the ships?
Oh my gosh. Well, the biggest thing for me has been the incredible opportunity to travel.
Mm-hmm.
I have been to some of the most incredible places on the planet. All due to this like crazy idea that I was like, I'm gonna drive to Oklahoma and audition for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm in Iceland. It's like so cool.
And what was I mean those auditions are so wild. Like I've done a cruise ship audition and I was like, that's stressful. So like what was that experience like of like first getting on the ship?
So my first audition was in New York for Stiletto Entertainment. And this was I was still in Omaha, fully like working at Lincoln Financial Group, doing corporate life. And I was like, I want to do something new. I want to move on with my life. And so I flew to New York to visit my brother. And I had a nice outfit to wear, which 100% was from Taylor Loft. And I looked like a kindergarten teacher. And I was feeling super fly because I had like recently lost like 10 pounds. And I get in there and they had karaoke style auditions.
Okay.
So basically everyone sings the same song. And they give you the sheet. Oh, that's so cute. They give you the sheet of the song that you're going to sing. And you just go in and you sing it. And it was from Mamma Mia, it was Winner Takes It All. And I'm like, oh, this is my karaoke song. I got this. I did not have it. I didn't look at the lyric sheet, but I had it in my hand and I blanked on the word. And they were gesturing like, look at the sheet, look at the sheet. And I, being the silly clown that I am, rewrote the word And I said, why should I complain? I can't remember the damn refrain. Then that was the end of that.
Yeah.
And I did the whole like, thank you. Contact by email. And they're like, mm-hmm. And I go, like went out the door. This was literally the only audition I had to go to that week. And I blew it. So that was great. And then I auditioned for Royal Caribbean a few times. I would fly down to Fort Lauderdale and do that. And that's cuckoo because they don't want musical theater at all.
Interesting.
And I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, so when you went into this, you weren't this
I didn't have anything in my book.
You weren't this like beltress that you are now. Like, is that something that kind of came from being on the ships? Like, you kind of had to go into that to get there, or how did that come to be?
Yeah, I think. I mean, there was. I've always kind of sung this way,
Mm-hmm.
but after singing through the types of music I've been thrust into on cruise ships, I've definitely come into like my own. Because there was, I found an article from a review from Footloose, and they mentioned "Let's Hear It for the Boy." Like they talked about me singing on that.
That's
and I was like, oh wow, it was even then.
You know, I feel like the people at home deserve to like know what we're talking about, because I just like, you're just such a gifted singer. I just want to give them like a little taste of what it is. So so yeah, just hang tight, folks.
Sun's up, I'm a mess, gotta get up now, gotta run from this, here comes the shame, here comes the shame.
I mean, I feel like you have to pay for the rest. Like what? Like that belt is just it's so clear and pure and wonderful. I'm obsessed. And I've been a fan for a very long time. So you know, you talked about traveling, you talked about kind of your trip of getting onto the ships, but like what have been some of like those prime performer moments? Like, I don't know if you spend much time with the people on the ship, or if they get to talk to you, or what that's like, but like what's a moment that you're like, wow, like that was special?
That was special. I mean, there's been definite songs that have been given to me that really like resonate deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the deepest songs that's resonated for me. Chandelier is like. What's fun being an actor prior to being like a singer
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that storytelling is at the root of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been fortunate enough to have been given songs that have great potential for storytelling.
Yeah.
And I'll take songs like Chandelier or Time After Time,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that, and be able to make a story from it, from either my past experience or from something that I can conjure.
Yeah.
And it makes it an acting moment. Which makes every single time you do it fresh and new and exciting. Not just for yourself, but for the audience.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like a specific moment where I'm like, I can think of really like blooper moments.
Sure. Those count.
Or moments where you go like, oh, ow. Like as Chandelier, like there's a pause at the end. And then I sing this like Bernadette Peters kind of moment.
Yeah.
And you heard of that audience just go. And that's what you get on cruise ships.
Really?
Cruise ships prepare you for any audition nightmare scenario you could possibly have.
Because I mean, I guess so, because those people are just on that ship. It's like, what are the, like, what, so maybe they're not super invested in what they're going to that night, or I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, they don't have to pay a ticket.
Right. Yeah. Well, and that's something
But
that I
then
was
you
gonna.
do need those people who thoroughly loved it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's like the aha, like, oh, thank you. At least you were awake. And I did it for you.
Well, you mentioned something that I was actually going to tap on. I think that you are such a great storyteller, especially when you sing these songs. And you've been taxed with singing like every diva in the songbook. Like you're hitting Whitney, you're hitting Aretha, you're hitting Sia, you're hitting like you are touching every single belting diva that's out there. Like, so is there any sort of like pressure or like anything that comes with that for you?
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't. I've had to sing. I've had to sing "I Will Always Love You" at least on every single contract.
Yeah.
And that's not a song you can sleep on.
Right. Yeah,
like even if it's an autopilot, because at that point it was getting to autopilot zone. But that's when you're like, don't do it. Because that's when you're gonna end up like the girl who's like trying to scream the note on YouTube, and it's just like throwing herself into a tizzy. like you can't be that girl. So you have to wake up that moment, slap your face, and be like, "Here's your play."
That's amazing.
But I find that for me it's very much that I want to stay true to that artist who sang it first. And while sure Dolly wrote the song, you gotta honor Whitney as well.
Yeah.
So my version had like a blend of the two.
Okay.
Because there's just something so sweet and innocent about Dolly singing it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's the end I bit, you gotta be Whitney.
Yeah. Well, and so to go from audition after audition after audition to then getting to the point where people are like, yo, Bailey, we would like you to come and sing on this boat. What has that been like for you, especially like your experience with the BB King band, like in Postmodern Jukebox, like that's, and you're like one of three, like you're like the singer for the BB King, like girl, talk on it.
So it's a blessing, big time. And you have to put gratitude all over it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very fortunate in that I've been able to be professionally singing for 7 plus 9 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been able to make a financial living off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not a starving artist. But there's also a point where you're like, wow, I don't have a single equity point to my name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it makes getting to auditions and getting into different opportunities extremely difficult.
Yeah, because you've been, working on transitioning, and you're in New York. You're based in New York right now, and working on transitioning back to doing the thing. So, what are some of the challenges you see? I mean, no equity points is one of them, or what else is going on?
Equity points is the biggest thing right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people who are non-equity or EMC know that fully. It's always been a difficult thing because there's always been the cattle calls. We always have to get up at 6 a.m. This, that, and the other. But equity changed the points from 50 to 25.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, whether they were ready for it or not, just jumped in.
Yeah.
So now it's overflowing with people.
For sure.
And I'll be honest, I lost a little bit of hope early this year because I was going, signing up, waiting, and doing all the racket. And I didn't get seen at a solitary audition.
Wow.
And I printed off 50 headshots and resumes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be wallpapering with those when I get back. But it's just a little disheartening when you watch an entire audition list go through, then there's the alternate, and then the EMC, and then they get to the non-ec.
Right.
So it's been a real challenge to keep your chin up,
mm-hmm.
but you have to just find something else that lights your fire.
Yeah. Well, and I'm learning that what I find interesting right now in this moment is I think in some ways, while COVID-19 is showing a lot of inequity and a lot of how things are not going right. It's also an equalizer in a lot of ways. Like there are digital EPAs everywhere, and I think that right now casting directors actually have a chance to actually watch every audition, which is kind of cool for a lot of folks. So I'm really hopeful that like once we like get past this point that like we're gonna see a lot of people in different ways that we haven't before, and like and minds are gonna open and hearts are gonna open, and that's my goal. That's my hope.
That's my hope too. Shoot.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting a little old for not being in something. The last time I did a show was 2013.
Wow.
Maybe even 12.
Was that Hairspray?
Yeah.
Wow. Hairspray? Really? That is amazing.
That was the last musical I did.
Yeah. Well, she's been booked, so I mean, what can we say? Well,
Yeah.
Bailey, this was so great. I love getting this chance to like talk with you about your life. I just think that you're such a great like go-getter and working artist, and like you've been like hitting the pavement like so hard for like a number of years. I think we've known each other for like 4 of those years, but like you've been going even before that. And so I just really admire you. I love your talent. Thank you for being the first person to do this crazy thing with me. And
My pleasure.
yes, you just keep being funny. She's so funny. Okay, can you bring Dub Smash back? I think that if anyone is able to make it happen, it's you.
I've been trying.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out the TikTok shenanigans, and for the life of me, I can't.
Well, I haven't downloaded it yet.
So easy to navigate, and now it's just dance challenges. I'm like, that's not Dub Smash. These people aren't lip syncing to like great cult classics. They are just dancing.
Well, and they're complicated dances.
Professional.
The dances have so many steps nowadays. I'm just.
Oh my lord, I can barely do it. So I just don't.
I think I may have to get a TikTok before this is all over. I think like I've abstained for so long. I just got to Instagram story. Like I wasn't about it till we got quarantined. And,
Right? But now
and
you're like,
on it all the time. So I may have to get a TikTok.
I'm even editing myself on stories because I normally would just post whatever, like pick at my nose, and it's like, nope, don't do that.
Everyone's watching.
Everyone is watching because everyone's on top of their board.
You're so lovely. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your energy and your spirit. And we'll talk soon. Maybe we can do like a social distance like walk or something. Like I'll like come to your neighborhood and shout it at your house and be like, yeah, let's figure that out. Let's make that happen.
100%.
All right. Oh, love you. Thank you.
Love you.
Y'all, that was it. That's how this thing is gonna look. We're gonna talk to people. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm super excited about next week. I'm already booked through April. Like y'all will stop playing. I was like, let me know if you're ready. And y'all were like, let's go. So I'm super excited. Next week, Jorge Silva, my dear friend. We shared an office together at the Goodman. He is the managing director at the Neo Futurists. And I think the Neo Futurists are super cool because I think they're one of the companies that's really gonna be able to change their model to keep their theater going and coming to people. They have a new digital platform that he's going to talk about. It's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in next Wednesday, April 15th, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, come chat with me. Thank you for being you. And we're going to make it. It feels difficult, but it's going to be great. Here we are. And until we get there, you have me. Goodbye, everyone.